Greetings, everybody. And we back at you here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. And as we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring, fight hard, and give it their best. You can be 30-20, 20-14, or 24-0. If you get in the ring, you fight hard, you give it your all, your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. I come back at you to talk boxing because I can't really talk about a whole lot of boxing fights because it ain't a lot of fights going on. I mean, we can talk about what guys do in the gym and sparring, and in this era, that's all these guys going to have to depend on, what they did in the gym. Because a lot of these fighters are really good and they're not getting the opportunity to fight. But what we do here is about a bunch of cherry pickers out here tweeting back and forth about this and that and getting their name in the limelight. Well, hey, here we praise hard fighters. Me as a boxing fan, and I know all boxing fans are being deprived of good fights. I'm a die-hard boxing fan, and on Friday nights and on Saturday nights, I have to tune in to other sports like UFC or Bare Knuckle Championship or One Championship or the Triad that Shannon Briggs and them got going on, just to crave my urge to see a good match, to see guys compete with their hands. Boxing ain't got that going on no more. You remember the days back when we could watch Tuesday night fights and we could see guys like Larry Holmes and George Foreman them on their comebacks? We had Thursday night fights. We had Friday night fights. Remember? Teddy Atlas and Joe Tessitore. Remember the night when Emmanuel Augustus got robbed and Teddy Atlas went at the Michigan judges real hard? That was boxing. You had to love the sport. People standing up for the sport. We don't get that now. We got to tune in to other sports like the UFC and hey, they outshine in boxing. We literally could see better fights then on Tuesday and Thursday and Friday than we see on Saturday nights now. And if we see a good fight on Saturday night, we have to wait another year and a half, 2 years to see the fighters again. I mean, for example, take a fight like Gary Antoine Russell and Francis Bartholomew. That was boxing. That was an even matchup. I mean, somebody had to go the way they were slinging. We won't see those fighters for another year and a half, 2 years, man. That's boxing now. I mean, hey, is the sport missing this man, Don King? I mean, when Don King had the sport wasn't in this shape. Hey, love him or hate him, the sport just wasn't in the shape it is. We got promoters now that's got other agendas. And it's showing because these other sports entities are outshining boxing right now. And I literally can watch UFC or Bare Knuckle and I can see active boxers and old school boxers in the crowd. They don't even want to go to the boxing matches because they'd rather see an even matchup, competition. Boxing is hurting right now, and I know boxing fans feeling me. And as I say at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, I don't keep it too long because you don't know me that well, but you will. And we don't praise fighters with just the pretty records. We praise all fighters. You could be 19-12. You could be 10-0. You could be 17-5. If you get in the ring, you fight hard and give it your best, your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. We out.